Is there a relationship in your life that feels stuck or maybe misunderstood lately? I asked Spirit to give me cards to help somebody move through a difficult time in a relationship. Let's take a look at those. First card for the reading is the King of Swords. And this card represents somebody who's very analytical, very logical, keeps their emotions very close to their chest. While this card represents a man, that doesn't mean it's true. This could be a woman as well. It's just the energy of this card that I'm reading. This is somebody who sets aside their emotions and looks at all the possibilities and all the projected outcomes. Strategic, very strategic. Next is the Five of Wands reversed. This represents the other person in the relationship. This is a person who is passive, who does not necessarily want to face the consequences of their actions. And as I hold this card, what I'm feeling is financial. Overspending, retail therapy comes to mind. Oh, they're doing things to compensate for the broken relationship, for the places where they're hurting and where they've not been able to be honest yet. Our third card in the reading is the High Priestess, and this is the foundation of the relationship. The High Priestess sees the good and the bad, the dark and the light. The High Priestess is a relationship based on trust, of seeing each other for who they really are and saying, "You're the right one for me." The other aspect about the High Priestess is to trust your intuition because it's right. You know what's going on and you know why. This reading just brings that forward in your mind. It's been sitting in the back of your brain for a good while now. You know that's your intuition talking. And if you want this foundation back, you need to take some action. So, what our fourth card is what's causing the problem in the relationship, the Hermit. The Hermit is isolation. And in this case, it's emotional isolation. At least one of you feels like the connection is broken, like you're on your own, doing your own thing in the relationship, biding your time. There's a lot of worry and introspection with this card. And that worry and introspection is about the relationship. Each of you are wondering, can this relationship be salvaged? And the answer to that is yes, it can be. How do you do that? Blatant honesty. Our last card is the path forward, and this is the Three of Swords. If you get really honest with each other and you bring all those hidden things to light, the actions and the inactions that have consequences, the emotions you're feeling, the hurt, the anger, the disappointment, the love, the joy, the happiness. Reflect back on that foundation where you first started. What was different in your relationship then versus now, versus that isolation? With the Hermit, it feels like there's physical and emotional exhaustion by at least one person in this relationship. And part of getting back to that foundation of love and trust is finding time to spend together. It's putting your relationship and connection back on the to-do list. It's also understanding that with age, bodies change. Their body doesn't function the same way it did at the beginning of this relationship. And that means patience and knowing that just because they say no to very personal time, if you know what I mean, it's not necessarily about you. It's about what their body is doing and the changes that have happened. And that's especially true for women as they hit the age of menopause. Our bodies change a lot. And it makes all of those personal moments really difficult, if not impossible. And unfortunately, that can impact the entire reading, the entire energy of that relationship could simply be based on one person saying no to very personal time and feeling that emotional isolation. You have to find a way to work around that. Just because parts don't function anymore doesn't mean you cannot be physically connected with your partner in different ways. It means that touch changes. It means that those very personal times, it means you have to rethink how you make that emotional connection. Once once that honesty, once that conversations, I should say, occur, and I do feel like this is many conversations. It's not just one, because there are years of isolation, emotional isolation that have happened here. As I'm sensing these two cards here, the Foundation, the High Priestess, and the Hermit, at least one of you feels like the other person didn't have their back when they needed it the most. And that felt really hurtful to them. That was a heartbreak moment for them. And I'm going to say that this is the other person in the relationship, the one that is represented here by the Five of Wands reversed. I pulled two additional cards from the Trish James signature oracle deck to see how the final outcome, if you do make that commitment of conversations, of changing the way you love each other, of the expectations of how that looks, of being open to the new possibilities of how you make that connection, your relationship will return to that of a nurturing partnership and of caring for each other with deep love. And while you may have ups and downs, you will have balance. You will return to that foundation. I'm also hearing that you got to put some fun into the relationship. Connecting with each other means that you have to put jobs and children and all the responsibilities that are on the to-do list aside and prioritizing the relationship, which means go to a movie together or go to a concert together or go see a comedian. That's a fun time. Yes. Um, Go for a walk together, be in nature, put your phones away, and just sit and look at each other or play a game of cards. There are so many opportunities for you to connect with your partner that puts your relationship in the first place. And that's what's needed right now. That's what will save you. Okay, Thanks so much for sticking with me to the end. I hope this reading resonated for you. Keep what resonates, let go of what does not. If you like my content, please follow. If you're interested in a personal reading, I do have openings on my calendar, and my website is in the More section or pinned as the first comment below. Take care. I hope you have a great day, and I wish you all the best. If this reading is for you, I hope for the very best for you. All right. We'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.